have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the 49ers will kick it away first. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Getting set for first down. To the air, it's Ali. Gets it out fast. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Let's go. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Here on third down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Ali. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Okay, ready? On first down from the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the house. Touchdown 49ers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. The give to the back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Now improvising. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. To the air, it's Ali. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them to try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Charlotte 7, North Texas 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, it's Ali. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Coming after it. Breaks the tackle. He throws into the middle of the field. Makes the grab on the right. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
North Texas will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end. Get a nice positive game on the toss play.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the run again. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. A little release to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bloomberg. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, North Texas.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right.
Time to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Offense gets set for second down. Going with the ground game left. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the 49ers line up to punt it away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Ali. They're bringing heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
North Texas, 14, Charlotte, 7.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Charlotte. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to New Mexico. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running it to the right. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Ogden. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score. North Texas 17, Charlotte 14.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Tackled, but he has a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
That's the end of the third quarter. Here's the score. North Texas 17, Charlotte 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. to the ground with the back. Smashes through. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now they're going to throw it. Quick strike complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And after that incompletion at this juncture of the game, a field goal here would be nice on fourth down, obviously, but do you trust your defense to keep getting stops? If you don't, then you've got to go for it here on fourth and short.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. All tied up here in the fourth quarter.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Ali. Feeling some heat.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
He wants to pass it on second down. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Delivers the stiff arm. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now,
touchdown Niners! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone, take the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 24 to FIU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Ali. Got his man on the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Makes the grab on the left. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. One more play to pad the stats. The give to the left side. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.